So today's video is going to be a recording of our live class. We run business analysis hackathons every Friday. So where students learn the entire requirement life cycle, they explore business analysis tools, learn processes and techniques, everything in a practical way. So if you would like to be a part of this hackathon, then you can subscribe to our business analysis blueprint program and become a silver member of our community. As soon as you become a silver member, you will have access to all our course materials and you will get a link to join our Friday classes where you can learn business analysis using domain case studies. Hi, I'm Sajana Binil. I'm the founder of Interactive Learning Solutions, the fastest growing community of business analysts here in India. Our customers, when we meet up with our customers often give us requirements in the form of business requirements. And that's the reason those requirements cannot be directly consumed by the technical team. That's the reason a BA is required. Otherwise, if it was so straightforward, if the process was very straightforward, a BA is not required at all, isn't it? A BA is required because our customers give us requirements at a very high level and technical team doesn't understand those high level requirements. Okay, they want crystal clear requirements as to which will tell them what exactly they need to code. They are not interested in business goals. Remember, your technical team is not interested in business goals. They just need instructions. Okay, what should be shown in this particular screen? You'll see all your conversations with your developer will be in such a way that he just wants to know, you just tell me what has to be shown in the screen. How the customer is going to use this screen, I don't want to know. That is your headache. Most of the times, this is how developers talk. You just tell me whether a text box is required, a radio button is required, a button is required, how the flow from one screen should be created, navigation should be created. You just tell me, give me instructions on that and I will do it. What the client is going to do with it, that's your headache and the client's headache. How that particular functionality will help him better his business, that's your headache. He will say, that's your headache. You don't need to tell me that. You just give me instructions and I work on instructions. This is how developers work. So they need someone who can give them instructions. And business cannot directly give them instructions. So there used to be a gap between business and technical, where business used to talk about, customers used to talk about their business goals, and technical team used to ask them questions around, okay, tell me what should be added in this screen, that screen, and like, what is this? Too many technical jargons they talk about. They are not even interested in our business goals. So both these parties used to never connect with each other. So back several years ago, if you go back to the early 2000s, business analysis was at a very nascent stage at that time. Okay, and during those stage when that's when we kick-started our career. So I started my career in the late 90s. Okay, and 2000, early 2000s was the time when I was moving into a business analyst role. So before that, the projects that were executed, we have always seen technical team and business. There is nothing called as a business analyst in between. And during that particular phase, those phase, late 90s phase, a lot of projects saw failures due to this communication problem. Business said something and these guys understood something and they ended up developing something that was not matching the expectations of the customer. Okay. So as the rate of failure started increasing in the industry, companies started recognizing that there has to be someone called as an analyst who can bridge this gap, because these two parties talk two different languages. How many of you can understand if two parties are talking two different languages? One is talking in Marathi and the other person is talking in Punjabi. Will they be able to connect? No. The language has to be, for us also to communicate, the language has to be same, right? I'm talking in English right now. If anyone here in the workshop totally does not understand English, he will not be able to connect with my lesson, right? So similarly, in the industry also, these two parties used to always talk two different languages. Okay. And that's how our role as in the industry, business analyst role, started growing. Companies started putting that additional effort to hire a separate guy who can understand both languages, who can bridge this gap. So they started pumping in more money into their projects to hire an additional person who can talk the business language and you can convert that business requirements into functional requirements which the technical team can understand. So that's how we came into picture. Okay. And after that, there has been, after that, when they saw the success rate in the projects, then on an ongoing basis, companies used to deploy business analysts in every project where they wanted to deliver a value to the customer. They saw a value in that particular position. So whenever, people who are, most of you are new to a business analyst role. So what we need to understand is our role as business analysts is not purely coordination, guys. Because if it's coordination, then one person from the technical team also can do that coordination, right? We can deploy one person from the technical team to do it. So our role involves a lot of coordination. Of course, we need to coordinate, but if it is that simple, it can be done from by anybody from technical team. Why to hire a separate resource as business analyst? So the main importance of a business analyst role is, this is how you need to understand. An analyst is someone who understands business language as well as the functional, the technical language of the development team. They understand both the languages and they can convey the messages between both these parties. Okay. So our customers give us requirements in the form of business requirements, and those requirements have to be then written in a format that can be consumed by our technical team, which is, it has to be written in a very, very detailed format. On your own, because that's how you'll work in a particular project, and you'll not have me there on the project, right? So I give adequate time for the student to read the BRD